Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer, and Jamie Andrews is putting on a branch roping horse event for me. I was diagnosed back in January. I had a lump on my neck and they thought it could be mono, but they weren't 100% sure. So they were going to send me to the hospital to get blood work done. But my mom just got COVID. So I couldn't go to the hospital because I was exposed. A couple days later, I was really sick, so we did go to the emergency room and they did blood work for mono, pneumonia. I was negative for both of those, but they saw a shadow on the CAT scan, so they were a little concerned. They told us it could possibly be cancerous, so they were sending us to Morgantown that night, which was really scary.
My name is Sarah Cunningham, and Haley is my daughter, of course. We called my husband and Leslie, and they came down, and we went out to the parking lot, and my mom, my dad's a pastor, and so my dad and my parents and my sister and my best friend and her family, they all met us there, and they prayed for us in the parking lot, and they're like, once you get to Morgantown, it'll be fine, this is probably not even the case, and we prayed the whole way. Well, they actually asked us before if we wanted to take an ambulance, because they wanted to take her by ambulance or we could drive, and it's about an hour-and-a-half drive, and I said, we need a minute, so can we just drive? So that's when we drove, and it was the longest hour-and-a-half of our life trying to process all of this. And as we were sitting there, they called and they said, because of COVID, we're very strict right now. You're not going to be allowed to come into the hospital. So here I have my 13-year-old daughter that they're telling us that she possibly has cancer. And they told me that I could not go with her in the hospital to stay with her. And she looked at me, and what'd you say? You remember?
I'm not going if you're not going.
I don't know what Dad said to them doctors, but somehow he convinced them to let me come in, and we are forever grateful for him because he had to sweet talk him for sure.
So they did a needle biopsy first, and they thought they would be able to get a sample out of that, but they did not get a good sample, so they decided they were going to do a surgical biopsy.
Yep.
And so they went to do that, and they said, well, it shouldn't be too bad. It looks like I should be able to get it and be done really quick. But when they got in there, they realized it was way deeper than they thought. So it took longer, and they did not get the whole tumor out.
Yep.
So,
and they also weren't able to put you under. She had to stay awake through the procedure because of where the tumors were located in her neck. If they couldn't put a tube down because they were afraid that it would block off her airway. So she had to stay awake. So you could hear,
I could hear the noises and all the tools, and it was not fun.
She was very brave, and actually she told me before she went in, she's like, now Mom, I'm going to be fine. Don't cry the whole time. I will be fine. And I tried to be brave, but it's hard because when it's your baby, it's difficult. Just staying positive, and so she was able to have the surgery. They were able to get a good sample, and they diagnosed her with stage 2A nodular sclerosis, Hodgkin's lymphoma, and she has received 4 cycles of chemo. She finished her last one Thursday, and usually she's in bed after her chemo, but she's so excited for this event that she had to come. So she's a little tired and weak, but she loves horses and cows. We live on a farm, so she loves it. So from here, she needs to have some radiation, and they recommended that she have the proton radiation because it can zero in better, and our state of West Virginia does not have proton radiation. So right now they were looking at 4 other states for us to go to do this radiation, but they won't take our insurance. So we've contacted St. Jude's Hospital, and we haven't heard back yet, but right now the closest is in Memphis, Tennessee, so we may have to travel there and get radiation. Life is good, right? Yes. So we like to say finding joy through our journey. So even though we're going through hard times, we find joy in everything, and we're believing in faith over fear. So we're scared. Sometimes we're scared to death, but we're believing that we believe God's going to heal her, and we believe we appreciate the doctors and all the support. So if you want to contact us or send messages to Haley, you can find us on a Facebook page, Haley Strong, or you can look Tim Cunningham or Sarah Cunningham up, and we will make sure that she gets the message. Or if you would like to have our address to mail encouragements or anything like that, just send us a message and we'll be glad to get our address to you and any information. But we appreciate the prayers and support from everybody, and we're just thankful for everybody that has helped us. It's been amazing, and we could not go through this experience without the support from other people. We could not do it alone because it has been life-changing, and we're thankful for everything. Right?
That was good.
Okay.
Very good.